Good evening, everybody from Islands of Adventure. It has been a while since we have recorded a video, but we are here today because we haven't been to Islands in quite a while, and they have some new updates over here. So today we're gonna go ahead, check out everything happening over at Island Side, ride some rides, have a good time, and show you, like I said, some of these updates. One of the biggest ones that I've seen so far has been this facial recognition thing happening when you come into the park. I think you can opt into it. It isn't something that's a necessity right now, but they are kind of testing that for Epic Universe, so I think they're trying to do some trial runs over here. So let's get right inside, show you how that works, hopefully a little bit. We can't really hold up the line, but hopefully you guys can see a little bit of it. And then we'll just show you everything that's happening around the park. Specifically, there are some Christmas things that are popping up already, and it hasn't even been Halloween yet. Either way, let's get inside and have a good night. As we are heading into Islands, I want to point out as well the time. It has been open till like 6 or 7 p.m. recently, but tonight, 9 p.m., which is always a plus, right?
Ride some rides.
Yeah, that's great news for us because a lot of times it closed at like 6 or 7, which I think they were trying to sync it up a little bit with HHN. We'll have to see because obviously Universal is closing down right now. I'm going to assume some of the lines will start increasing. We did see Hagrid's at 60 minutes, so we were excited about that, but because I see some longer lines here to get into the park, I'm guessing, like I said, people that were at Universal side are now coming over here because there's still about another 4 to 5 hours that you can spend at Islands right now because, again, it is open until 9 p.m. today. So it looks like these end ones have the photo validation option. I think the rest are all normal, and you can see a nice sign there that is talking about the seamless visit with photo validation, so a faster way to access the park. I could see the little like kiosk things that they're using. Hopefully it works out. I'm pretty excited for it. This is coming to Epic Universe, so this will be the way of the future, I guess, for Universal. All right, Nicole is going first, so let's see here. So you kind of like stand right there and it goes. All right, let's see if we can get a visual of it.
I don't feel comfortable with the basement like this.
Move a bit closer for me, look. There we go. Have a great day.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so how do you think that works now? Or is that like when we move in?
Easy enough if we're not. I feel like I always have to rescan my finger.
True, except I had to retake my photo, so. But so like.
I don't think it was a photo. It was recognizing your face.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So like, well, are we like now in the system?
Close enough. I don't think it recognized you. I don't know.
Huh. Well, either way, we did it. I guess we'll see. I mean, it's supposed to make it a little faster.
It felt quick.
It felt quick, but the one thing I guess to keep in mind is like, I mean, the finger can be kind of quick if it goes fast. Like if it one scans you, but that might be easier. I guess like if you're at like a faster pace.
But I feel like you always mention how like you don't like the touching it because they don't clean it. Like
that's true.
Annoying, right?
Yeah, so I guess it's a little bit cleaner too, because like your finger, every time you touch it, sometimes they clean it, sometimes they don't. And to me, like, I guess it's kind of gross when everyone's like going in and touching it, and then like you touch it and you're like, yeah, gross. So yeah, I guess a little bit more cleanliness and a little bit more seamless to some capacity. But either way, kind of cool. Excited to see how that kind of gets implemented across the park at this point. Something to keep in mind with that is some people aren't comfortable with, I guess, Universal having facial recognition and things like that. But something to keep in mind is if you have an iPhone or use anything like that, it already uses that for whatever. I mean, so I can understand why some people might feel a little uncomfortable. I totally get it, because at first I was like, that might be a little weird. But at the same time, like, you use your face to unlock your phone. I feel like if your information is online, it's online already. So what does it matter if you're getting into a theme park with a photo? But I can understand if you might be a little weary of it. Either way, it felt pretty seamless, and I kind of like that. Hopefully it goes a little bit quicker to the point like you kind of like step, it goes, and then you move forward. So that'll actually definitely cut down the time pretty drastically, I would assume, in the long run. But either way, I like it, and we'll continue to try it as long as it's available. I think it's only here at Island Side, not at Universal yet, and only a few options for it. I think there was maybe like 4 or 5 lanes it looked like, so not all of them are like that. If you don't feel comfortable, feel free to just use the fingerprint one, and they also said you could just use fingerprint. So it might be one of those things that you can just pick and choose how you want to do it. I'm all aboard. If it's gonna make it a little bit quicker and easier for me, I'll go in that line all day. Now we obviously already have port of entry Christmas decorations here. So these are things that you're gonna already see year round that will have Christmas. But there are other Christmas things out there, but we'll go in here just to take a quick look because I know they brought out a few more specific like Grinch things that are already new. I believe already that you could see this long sleeve, if I'm not mistaken, is actually new already. So there are a number of pieces that have started to pop up around the park.
Soft.
Oh, it is soft and on the ground.
It's like a spirit jersey, but it's fuzzy.
Does it say not naughty? Not naughty. Oh, it is fuzzy down here.
Not
Very
nice.
soft. Is this a kid's though? I think these are kid sizes.
Maybe.
Oh, this. Yeah, they do have a big one here. That's big, but it doesn't say not naughty. It just says Merry Grinchmas on the back, and then the Grinch on the front. But yeah, this is like very, very soft. Like, I don't. Is that Sherpa? Is that what that is? Yeah, very soft. Look at this. Wow, that is nice. This is their spirit jersey. It says up there. Let me get a price for you. So it is $75 for those. Obviously, you get your AP discount as well. We do have some Earl the Squirrel merch. It looks pretty similar to what we had last year, I think. Merry and Nutty.
I don't think I answered
Let's
in
see
time
this
for
here.
that.
Earl the Squirrel over here. You have, is this a towel or? Oh, that's weird. So this is like a Sherpa inside, but the outside feels like screen printed. I don't know if I would really like that, but Earl the Squirrel merch is coming. Here's some more Earl the Squirrel merch over here, which I did not see last year, actually, I don't think. So you have these hats. This is like a fuzzy, almost like a lumberjack hat. You have some stockings. Oh, you actually have a lanyard here too. You have an Earl the Squirrel. Is that his girlfriend over there? $21 for that. Comes with a straw. Does it say Universal anywhere on it? Oh, right there. Universal Studios. I'm just blind. You have a pass like holder there. You've got an ornament here. It's a fun little pin. Well, you even have gift tag stickers, 2 sheets of them. So if you guys want to do that, that's actually pretty smart. I bet you that's not a bad idea. $5 for that. So you get 2 sheets. Not a ton of stickers though, so definitely pricier. I feel like you can get these for like really, really cheap. But if you want Earl the Squirrel specific and kind of this universal look, that's something interesting. Some mugs and a few more shirts here that pertain to Earl the Squirrel and Christmas. So yeah, we do have Christmas merch here specific, I guess, to this season. Like I said, a lot of this stuff in here will be here year round, but I think this stuff starts to pop out during the actual season. I don't come in here enough, so I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing all of this. I do think it's starting to kind of roll out, which is still weird because we haven't even had Halloween yet. We have Velocicoaster going out in the distance. Cannot wait to ride that today. Literally been so long. I'm just so excited to do rides. Also, the weather is so nice. I just can't help but like smile right now. It feels so good to be back on Island Side. There is just a different vibe being over here. Obviously, we have been knee deep in HHN, but we are back just like experiencing the park as a theme park. Not all Halloween or anything like that right now. It's a theme park again. Love to feel that, but I want to mention, I believe Confisco's over here. I feel like I do that every single time. I always am saying one versus the other, but I believe it is Confisco's or Confisco. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I believe the Grinchmas is actually being held over here. So that like character meet and greet is now being held here instead of over in Seuss Landing. I'm pretty sure. I thought that's what I was reading. If you guys are over at Island Side, they do have merchandise for HHN, also just regular merch. And I have actually been seeing HHN merch go on sale, by the way. It doesn't look like it is over here, but I've been seeing like 30 and 40% off some of the merch. I will kind of point that out when we do our next HHN video, but it has been starting to go on sale, which is a little surprising to me considering we still have a few weeks left. It's been a long time since we've done the Hulk. We'll probably end up doing that today, maybe not while we're doing a video. Oh, sounds like they are launching right now. Rawr. Love the music. The best part of this ride, I feel like, is that music. It's so iconic. And funny enough, one time we did a run on it and the music had like failed because we got stuck and it just did not feel the same. It was a very weird vibe. Either way, front row, best row on Hulk in my opinion. Coming in here to Superhero Island, we can see some walls over here by the arcade. So maybe they are doing some changes over here. I also want to point out we aren't over on Universal side today. say. But they have put the Starbucks location back in the original location from what I heard, and they redid some of the theme. The arcade, like I said, has been completely walled off. A lot of walls in here, very loud in here per usual. We still do have that stand, but look at this. They've definitely come pretty far out here in front of Dr. Doom's. So you're kind of walled off around the corner here. So I'm not sure if this is new or not, or maybe we just don't pay enough attention, but they have this like elevator shaft thing here. And here's the problem, it's like, it looks worn, but I don't know if that's what it's meant to do. You click the button, nothing happens. Does this look new? Oh wait, it's rattling. Does this look new? Why do I feel like I've never seen this before?
It's dingy to be new though.
Right, but I think that's what they want. I think it's meant to look like a used elevator. I don't know. Oh, it's lit up. Does it actually call an elevator? What? I don't know.
I feel like pull up an old video where you have this like in frame and see if you see it.
I feel like I don't remember this because I thought you could always see the test seat as you walked up, and you can't see it right now. So I don't know. This might be new. I'm not positive, but I kind of feel like it is. But there's an interactive button here, and it rattles, but I don't think anything happens. Huh. All right, well, maybe an update. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below. Is this new, or do we just not pay enough attention? Now, as I mentioned, they do have this food stand over here, but look at this, even more walls. Nicole was just pointing that out. We have so many walls here in Superhero Island. So I wonder if it's not just like some color touch up to some of the things, because the arcade was totally open. This looks like you could still get into the diner maybe around this corner, I think. Very, very tight. Wow, look at that. So yeah, you can still go into the diner, but you're walking through a very tight corridor, and you can see the sign here, Captain America Diner. We are open, so if you guys are still interested, you can, but look at, wow, that is a very tight entrance, but lots of walls, and this goes all the way down. Wow, that is a lot of walls.
I hope it's like something fun and not just a fresh coat of paint.
I think it's gonna just be a fresh coat. I think they're just touching it up right now. I don't think they're redoing anything, but this is crazy. I mean, even over here by the ice cream stand, I mean, as minimal exposure as they can. Maybe the wall, you can see like the wall's like cracked up there, so maybe that's why, but holy cow, this is kind of crazy. I guess I should point out that the pretzel booth here is gone.
The pepperoni pizza pretzel.
Yeah, they were so good, and now they are missing. And I'll point out, we could see one of the doors was open. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, so I didn't want to record it, but we looked in, a lot of like dirt and rubble, and like the whole stand was missing. So I guess at this point we just wait and see. Maybe they're redoing this little area and they're gonna put the stand back. I don't know, but that's a lot of walls in Superhero Island. So still some changes going on over here, even with Epic Universe coming, even with the changes coming over to Universal. I do feel like Universal has a few extra things that are going on right now, but Islands does have a few changes here that we're trying to show you. So this clown was here last year, and I feel like it was at every booth, and Nicole and I were just like, what the heck, like why is it just everywhere? And it was like into the summer, and now it's back. So if you want this creepy clown that has been around for quite a while, it is back, and you can now come win it over at the Whack-A-Mole station. The rest don't have it, right?
No, I've only seen it here, because I was just like, at least there's no creepy clown, but here he is.
Here he is, the creepy clown.
So many last year.
They did, like every one of them.
Yes.
Every single one.
I wonder, because they don't have the HHN game booth set up this year. So maybe like they didn't order all these HHN themed like prizes, so now, but the Minion's cute.
I was gonna say, I mean, this is kind of Halloween themed, this whole booth. There was a little bit over there, there's like some bats, and then the water shooting one has some, but yeah, the Minion does look kind of cute over here. But yeah, as of now, you're right, they don't have the booths over there.
So I wonder if they don't have like a surplus of Halloween
of all the
prizes.
extras. Yeah,
yes.
Wow. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that could be the case. We have more walls here, not a ton, but it is kind of fenced off. And then you do have the bigger walls over here. So it does look like they're probably, my guess is like touching a few things up. Also, the sign just shifted there. But it does look like they might be kind of, again, touching things up, just kind of like solidifying anything. If there was any pieces that maybe weren't moving or whatever, that could be going on. Oh my gosh, even more walls. Is that Popeyes? Is Popeyes closed? Popeyes might be closed.
No, I think.
I know. I mean, this looks like the entrance, right? I guess we'll have to go see, but holy cow, walls. And then this.
Popcorn booth.
So this looks like it's just for maybe that food stand. So actually the entrance for Popeyes is over around the corner. You actually would go over the bridge and then it's off to the left there. So Popeyes, it looks like it's still running. I don't know what's going on, if it is just all refurbs, if it's just touch-ups or like exactly what, but that is a lot. Wait, is Dudley's closed?
Yeah, remember it's closed.
Oh my
down.
gosh.
We looked it up.
Oh my gosh, you're
but
right.
It is closed until like
Maybe one of those indefinitely things. Yeah, I forgot they're doing some work
because I was like
on
it was
that.
Closed for months.
Yes.
Prior to summer when it was like broken down after the hurricane, and I'm like they just had it closed. So yes, I knew that, but I forgot that.
So it is. So this is, wow. I didn't even think about that either. So Dudley Do Right's is closed right now, all walled off right here. Yeah, look at this. So you can't see on this side. And then behind Nicole, you can't see over there either.
Yeah, listen.
Is that Jurassic Park?
Oh, is it?
Maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe it's Kong making some noise.
See the stuff up there.
Oh yeah, there's scaffolding up top, around the corner right there. So this is very bizarre. Lots of construction happening at Islandside, and maybe this would normally be kind of like a slower part of the season.
I guess
so maybe they're
it's
thinking,
cooling off.
yeah, maybe they're like, hey, you know what? This is like the time to kind of do it. You know, more people are at HHN, but it still seems pretty busy right now. I saw Hagrid's got up to 75. I think I've pointed it out before, but they also did remove the rock climbing wall over here. I think all of the rock climbing walls inside of Universal have been removed, which is crazy because I feel like they've been here for so long, and now they are removed. So if you guys are trying to do rock climbing wall while you're at the theme park, it's no longer here. We came over here to the Natural Selections to pick up a Dulce de Leche churro here. It looks kind of interesting with some of the things on top. Very, very hot, by the way, as we're coming up to the Velocicoaster here, which we'll go ahead and get on in just a little bit. But I guess try it out as we are walking, talking, having a good time. Try out the Dulce de Leche churro. Was it filled too?
Oh yeah.
It is. Is it milky? Is that 3 milks? Is that what?
That's Tres
Oh, that's Trace Leches.
I know that Tres was like caramel.
Oh, caramel. Okay. Good?
Good.
Yeah?
Very caramely, but good caramel.
How's the actual churro? I feel like that's...
Hard to not very cinnamony at all though.
But is it soft? Like the churro itself? Sometimes I feel like that's always the big problem. It's like the churros themselves are always a little...
There's like a crunch to it. There's not rock hard.
Nice.
That's good.
All right. All right, I just tried out that Dulce de Leche churro. That is good. It's warm. It's kind of gooey a little bit on the inside. There's some that caramel, kind of like, I don't know, like cream but caramel. So I think it's actually pretty good. I do wish there was a little bit more cinnamon on there because I do feel like overall, I feel like a churro still should have cinnamon and it's missing that a little bit. But overall, I like that a lot. You can see Velocicoaster has an 85-minute long wait. So the lines are definitely picking up now that HHN has started and the crowds are starting to shift this way. We'll head around the corner here. I think we're kind of coming up to most of the rest of the updates here. And then, like I said, we'll probably put the camera away and go ahead and do some rides for ourselves. But I want to make sure that you guys can see everything during the daylight here. As we are here in Hogsmeade, I want to point out as well, for the Christmas time, they are bringing back the show on the castle, if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys like the Christmas show that they display there, you will be excited to know that you guys can come and see that again this Christmas season. I also see some more walls ahead. I'll go ahead and show you that here in a second. Here is the walls right now. We are right in front of the 3 broomsticks next to the butterbeer stand. And again, just more construction. I don't know what all is going on behind the scenes here. Very busy in here too, now that we're kind of all being directed in. Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley are always 2 areas that are very slam-packed. Wait time for Hagrid's right now is 75 minutes. Quite the wait here. I do think we're going to ride that later. As of right now, like I said, we are doing some of these updates, but I mean, take a look as we navigate through this. Very, very busy. I feel like we aren't going to hit a very slow time for the rest of the season now. I think this is when we tend to have a little bit slower, sometimes in November, and we'll do an update on that at some point in the future, which leads me to tell you, if you guys want to see more content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn that little bell notification on. on. We'll keep you guys informed as the season does come through. But either way, we are coming out of Hogsmeade now. I want to show you one more thing over here on the corner over at the All Hallows Eve Boutique before we get too far away from here. And this is what I wanted to show you. I guess it's not technically the All Hallows Eve Boutique, but right here, more walls. Walls and walls and walls and walls and walls. Also, it does look like the fountain is going. I feel like people have been chatting with the fountain a lot more. We're going to go check out the All Hallows Eve Boutique really quick, but take a look what I just see here as well. It looks like we have the new design for this year for the Tribute Store. So you get one of 5 designs. It's going to be a postcard this year. So if you guys are interested, here are your options. Oh, yeah, it is Volcano Bay here. This is just the tree farm, I guess maybe on like City Walk. You have a squirrel here with like a little ornament. You have Universal entrance, looks like the Islands entrance. So these are your options if you guys want to do it. Again, postcard style this year, 5 Earl and Friends 4x6 postcard, 1 custom 8x12 postcard. Wait a minute, so do you get a 4x6 and an 8x12? So maybe you get, 5?
I think you get the generic postcards and then your 1 custom postcard.
Okay.
So it seems like you're going to get these 5 without you in them and then 1 bigger with you.
Yeah, so maybe you get like all these and then whatever the one you get. Okay. Yep, and then it'll be in the Holiday Tribute Store. Grab your friends today, 5 and Dime HHN Tribute Store or the All Hallows Eve Boutique. So maybe we'll have to do another one of these since we went ahead and did the one for Halloween. So maybe we'll have to try and do another one this year. Have a better photo this time. We'll have to think about which one we want to choose. But either way, we're going to take a look inside, but I did want to show you that as well now that we have this coming up very, very soon. Something I guess we need to point out as we do check around the store, and again, I won't bring you in to look at everything because we've already covered everything, but look, they have the box here with Jack inside, or again, Oddfellows Creations, whatever they wanted this to be, is no longer banging, because this would just bang the entire time, like every second or like half of a second. It was very loud and it was kind of a little obnoxious, so they stopped that, and probably for a good reason. Either way, we're gonna check it out. We'll let you know if anything is new in here, but I'm gonna guess probably not. So I was telling you that things were going on discount, by the way. So the annual pass shirt for HHN this year, the Dueling Dragons, is 30% off. So we went ahead and picked them up. So if you guys are interested in picking up merchandise, if you're okay potentially waiting, getting it towards the end of the season, you typically can get 30 to 40% off. Not always, not everything goes on sale, I don't think, but you can see over here too, 30% off right there. So some of the items do go on pretty steep sales. I think it was 50% off, Nicole was saying, for that skirt, right? Yeah. So around the corner, I'll show you 50% off right here on this skirt down here.
Off on that.
So 50% on the skirt, 30% on the long sleeve right here, as you can see. So the Creepy Curiosity, this one glows in the dark. And then, yeah, that's the 50% off. So some items will, some of these other things are not on sale yet. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Obviously, if you're here for a short amount of time, it's kind of hard too. But I just wanted to kind of let you guys know things are starting to go on sale now. Well, outside of those discounts, there wasn't anything new inside there. They did have the Lil Boo, like a plastic thing, like the mold that was actually going. Oh wow, the kebab stand is still open.
That's late for the kebab stand.
I was gonna say typically like 5, right?
Yeah, they close early over here. Maybe.
And I think it's like 7 right now or so.
It closes like at 7.
So that's crazy. I feel like the kebab stand.
6:46.
Oh, so maybe it closes at 7 now.
That's late though for the kebab stand.
It is. Normally that thing closes, like I said, probably 5 o'clock. That thing's shut down. So cool to see that that's open late too. Probably because it's so busy over here right now. They want to keep most things open, keep the crowds going. We have a beautiful view of Superhero Island from over here as the sun is setting. We can see the moon up there. Actually, I don't know if you guys can. Oh, there it is, all the way up there. But it looks really nice right now. Again, the weather is looking fantastic, feeling amazing. We are getting into that great time of the year to visit Florida. It's not too hot even in the prime of the day. It will still be a little warm right now. We're not quite to like those 70s, but again, low 80s really isn't bad. Oh wow, you see that bird? Perched right over there.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. I wonder if it has a nest. As we are walking through Seuss Landing, this is the last area. You can see we got walls. We always have walls, because why don't we have walls? And then even over by the Circus McGurkus, there are walls. So this is just insane with the amount of work that they are doing over here at Islands right now. So you can see here, Circus McGurkus is all walled off, and it doesn't look like there's even an entrance over here. So kind of like Captain America Diner, you could actually still eat there. I think this is fully closed down for the moment. So a lot of things are closed at this current time, but again, I think it's a lot of refurbishment as they are just getting ready for the holiday season. We can also see that the sun is going down around 7 p.m. It is an earlier time of the year. I do point that out quite often. Oh, you can catch just a little bit of rip right over there. Is it open? It is. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is insane. I cannot believe things are open right now.
This is weird.
It is. I haven't seen any of these things open. The kebab stand, green eggs and ham.
Especially with like the sun setting and almost being like kind of dark and they're still open. It's like extra weird.
So bizarre. I mean, I'm all for it though. Don't get me wrong. I prefer this to be open because we love this booth. So I feel like for it to be open late means we get to have a nice little snack. So what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and eat and close this thing out, I believe. All right, well, we just picked up our tots here, so we're gonna go ahead and eat these. But again, those were the updates here at Islandside. We're gonna go ahead and do some rides. Obviously, we can't record on anything for you, so we're not gonna bring you along for that. But hopefully we were able to show you a little bit of what's going on here at Islands of Adventure. And hopefully you were able to gain some knowledge and kind of just what it's like here for this time of the season. It does change, obviously, when all this stuff goes on. Things are shut down, there's refurbishments, things like that. If you did enjoy today's video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It helps out a ton. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.